Peace and blessings, beautiful transformers. I am Dr. Jen, the Cold Coach, and welcome to your message of the day, or your daily message with me. We have already blessed the space. We have thanked God and our ancestors and our spirit guides for the day, for allowing us the opportunity to be clear and hear the messages for us, divine messages, okay? So, if you would, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, and comment to the channel, The Cold Coach on YouTube, right here. Make sure you also hit the bell to get notifications for every time I upload a video. That way you don't have to keep checking back with me, and I can directly communicate with you to let you know that I've posted a new message of the day or anything else new going on here in the Cold Coach world. All right. So again, I am not attached to the message. I am not attached to your response or your reaction to the message. I just deliver the message, however it happens, however it goes. Take only what resonates. Write down anything that hits you, even if it doesn't necessarily resonate now for the moment. It could resonate later. Also recognize that energy is fluid, okay? It is not linear. It could be a message that applies to, days ago. Could be a message that applies to days from now. So just be mindful and take whatever resonates, whatever impressions you get as you hear the messages. It could be something for you or someone else you may know. Also, there's a card turned over here. Also, know that the cards and also energy does not read sex, male or female. It only reads energy, masculine and feminine, and we all have masculine and feminine energy. So just because I may say masculine, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's referring to a male. It's the same thing with feminine. If I say feminine energy, it doesn't mean it's necessarily referring to a woman or a girl. So just keep that in mind. I am using my Aboriginal Dreaming Totem deck, the Mystic Rebel, Divine Guidance, and possibly I may pull out Alice in Wonderland today. Let's see what happens, okay? All right, God, spirit guides, and ancestors, what messages do you have for the collective today? What messages? One already came out. Discretion. Discretion. Hold it up for just a minute. Maybe you can read it. Well, I'll go ahead and read it. So it says, friendships are fantastic when there is equality in the relationship. Maybe it's time to undertake a quick audit of your friendships to ensure they are reciprocal. And we just talked about this yesterday, right? Equal exchange of energy, ensuring that you're not vamping on people and you're not being vamped on by other people. So using your discretion, your discernment in these relationships is very important, especially because we also have Venus is sextile Chiron, I think, which is bringing more attention to hidden desires and hidden problems in relationships. So this is, and Venus right now is retrograde in Gemini. Chiron is in Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer, deals with a lot of our childhood wounds, things from our past that we're still working through even as adults. So with Venus sextile Chiron, this is going to be a time where there are going to be some problems that were under the surface are now going to start coming to the surface. So keep that in mind as well. Also, we have Mars conjunct Neptune in Pisces, right? And Pisces is the home of Neptune. So you're also going to see some deception and illusions coming out more right now. Mars is bringing more attention and assertiveness to illusions, deception, especially when it comes to people's belief systems. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got for today. Spirit guides and ancestors, what other messages do we have in regards to deception? Oh, connect to confidence. This card keeps coming out. It came out yesterday, came out the day before yesterday, and here it is for 3 days in a row. Somebody needs to connect to their confidence. And I'm guessing also that the reason why some things have been hidden is because you haven't been confident enough to step forward in your truth. To say, no, I see the deception happening, but I'm not confident enough to know that I can be the one to bring it to light in a way that's healthy. And a lot of us may be hesitant because of backlash. There's a lot of that going right now because, again, Mars is conjunct Neptune, so you got that fire energy. I know, you know, Mars is the planet of Aries, so I get it. But you got to connect to your confidence. Let's see what else is coming out. I'm trying to keep these short, under 15 minutes. Uh-oh, too many. Let's see. Oh, too many, but I'm going to take what's on top. Self-reliance. Self-reliance. Walking that road alone, being strong in it. Knowing that this is the time to really be clear on who you are. Right now we have Jupiter conjunct Pluto in Capricorn right now. So this is a good time to look at ways to heal yourself, heal your body, heal your mind, whatever needs to be transformed, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Pluto is transformation, is healing. So with Jupiter kissing Pluto, is conjunct, meaning it's right on top, it's kissing Pluto. This is a great time for healing, transforming in a huge way. So when we talk about transformation, that's different from change. Change, you know, go back and forth. Transformation is when you do something completely new. You look completely new. You feel completely new. That's why it's transforming. It's also when you transform, you have to shed. Think about a caterpillar and a butterfly, right? Well, when a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, it has to completely shed and let go of its past life as a butterfly. And so this is the time to do that. You'll see a lot of things from your past that are going to come up for you to shed and let them go, which was, again, also the message, I think, for yesterday, right? Yesterday. So self-reliance also indicates that, you know, no one can help you change. No one can help you heal but you. No one. Only you can walk that road. There can be people that help. There can be people along the way, but only you can walk that road, right? And if we look, it seems like there's maybe even be a door that takes, you know, her up to ascend. So you can have guides, you can listen to, you know, readers and all that, but you ultimately, you have to do the work, and it depends on you. That's where self-reliance comes in. So even with connecting to confidence, that's all about you. Nobody's going to come and save you but you. No one. Oh gosh, that came out fast. Compassionate, unconditional love. Compassionate, unconditional love. Okay. And I'm going to say this applies to you. Again, this applies to you. Let's look at these together. I'm going to flip them around so you can see them in order. So connecting to confidence, self-reliance, and compassionate, unconditional love. All right. You got to be clear with yourself on being clear in your relationships. And even in your relationships, you know, using your discretion and discernment to also understand that, you know, none of us are perfect, but when we live in the truth, it gives us freedom. And in freedom is where you find perfection. I always say there's perfection in the imperfection. In the freedom to be truthful, be honest, to be transparent, that is where our freedom and the perfection lies, okay? So let's pull from the Alice in Wonderland deck before I pull from Divine Guidance. That'll be our last one. We got a little more time today as I figure out my flow. All right. I love this Alice in Wonderland deck because the artwork is gorgeous. And if you think of Alice in Wonderland, there's so many messages and so much symbolism in all of the movies, the books. I mean, it's just amazing, and it plays into the subconscious mind. And you guys know I love the subconscious mind. I love some hypnotherapy, some hypnosis. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so I love these cards because it helps us again to look at what is hidden. So again, that Venus sextile Chiron, right? I think it's sextile right now. Check my notes. Yeah, Venus sextile Chiron and Gemini. So communicating these hidden wounds, and that's what the subconscious, we need to get into the subconscious to really recognize that. So what came out is the right way. The right way. Okay. That's a 21 breaking down to a 3. One of my favorite numbers, divine 3. It says learning to create what you desire. Learning to create what you desire. Everything we just talked about. Creating anew, transforming, creating everything you desire. Venus, that's that Venus in Gemini, right? The sign of creation and communicating and creativity. So creating what you desire. Venus is in retrograde right now, so it's revisiting, what do you really desire? What do you really value about yourself, about others, about relationships, about how you're living life? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So the right way, create what you want. And this is really, again, Gemini is about manifestation too. So is Venus. So it's about really, this is the time to get clear on what you are creating, because whether you're creating something that you desire or something that you don't desire, the end result is that you're still creating it. It's still you. It's still you. So it says, want to get through to the other side of a situation, a desire to walk through a gateway or a life transition to become an insider rather than remaining on the periphery, wanting to have an impact, to be included, to be a part of the activities and have an influence on the world, a willingness to learn step by step. Okay, so some of you need to get with your soul family, your tribe, to learn what you need to learn to get moving. Because again, discretion, some of the people you've been around, you need to let go of. That's that Venus and Chiron. I don't care if they're childhood friends. I don't care if they're family. They've been in your life forever. If it's not working, it's not working. You got to use your discretion and say, okay, am I staying here to fulfill an underlying need to, again, vamp energy? And it's likely they're doing it with you too. So it becomes a relationship of codependency, which is very, very unhealthy. So it's time for you to use your discretion and move on. Move on. All right, let's pull a divine guidance card. Let's see what numbers we have coming out. I'm going to pull what was on top, which is 39. Breaking down to 12, which also breaks down to 3. Did y'all see that? So 3 and 3. Yeah. Yep. 12 breaks down to a 3. So let's see. All right. Resolution. Life is like a puzzle, and we put the pieces together in a way that fits for us. Until now, your puzzle hasn't seemed to fit together in a way that has made sense. What seems out of harmony will begin to feel balanced. Even though some things feel like they just won't work, shifts and adjustments are happening now. You will find that things will start to fall into place and that everything will fit together perfectly in your life. Oh my goodness. Resolution. And that, I think resolution and healing came out 2 days ago, right? So what did we just say? Using your discretion, because what you've been doing, who you've been around has not been working, and you got to be honest about it. You got to connect to your confidence and confidently step up and say, nope, it's not working. It's not working at all. We got Mars conjunct Neptune? Yep, Mars conjunct Neptune in Pisces right now. So it's really about being assertive and saying, no, I recognize the deception. I'm not taking it anymore. I'm done. You got to resolve it. And how do you resolve it? With compassionate, unconditional love. And I tell people, it doesn't mean that you got to be so gentle that you're passive, you know, but it's about being confident and knowing and understanding that your transformation, your healing relies on you. So some people mistake assertiveness and sternness for being mean, when that's not always the case. Sometimes it is, but it's not always the case. You want to be clear, again, on what you want to create. When you're clear on what you want to create, right? Creating more of what you desire, then it becomes easy to enforce your boundaries and to assert your true beliefs and feelings. But if you're not clear on that, then it can't come across me. And even if it does come across me, that also deals with that other person's Chiron and what they're dealing with their hidden problems that they haven't addressed within themselves. So all of us have something to learn through this. All of us do. But you got to use your discretion. You got to use your discernment and see what hasn't been working. It's likely not going to work moving forward, because right now we're in what I call the accelerated soul cycle. The accelerated soul cycle, where it's like speed it up, because your growth depends on you right now in this moment. So don't pacify these relationships. Use your discernment wisely. Yeah, check out the extended on YouTube. I'm going to pull some tarot cards on this. All right, check out the extended. Peace and blessings. Have a beautiful day. All right, I'm back with your extended reading for the message of the day. Drop some cards. All right, so we had a great message come out this morning in regards to reevaluating relationships, using your discretion, letting go of the old, make way for the new, transformation. So let's see what the tarot has to say about it. Who are the players? So let's first, okay. What messages of truth, love, light, understanding, and peace do we need to know about discretion in our relationships? Spirit guides and ancestors. Five of Swords. Five of Swords, Aquarian energy. Also Venus. So, Swords about truth, communication, right? It's air energy. Again, we talked about Venus being in retrograde right now in Gemini. So this relates directly to being truthful, even though it may bring conflict, right? Even if it's still bringing conflict, the truth is that it needs to be told. Be mindful of deception. So that's also what's being told in the Five of Swords is what we talked about earlier, deception, Mars conjunct Neptune right now. So be a truth slayer. Be a truth slayer. If you look at him like he's fierce, but also he's showing some deception in his face as well. So you got to pick. Reevaluate. What are the hidden problems? Bring them to light. Let's see what else is going to come out for us. Bring them to light. Uh-oh, too many. It didn't flip over. I only take what flips over. Let's see. What else do we need to know about discretion? We got some major arcana right here. The Magician. Mercury. Do y'all see that? Mercury. Communication. So someone is being rather deceptive in how they're communicating. Not telling the truth. Okay. So you could be dealing with an Aquarian, a Gemini. Aquarian, a Gemini, or a Taurus. A Taurus as well. So the Magician is about, again, creation. Using your resources. So there's likely some deception in how resources are being used. Someone is not being truthfully honest. I'm going to say in regards to information and money, maybe how money is being used. Okay, clarify the Magician card for us. Oh, we got another Arcana coming out, the World card. All right, so new beginning. If we see the Fool is in the middle, this is Saturn energy as well. We see the Fool is in the middle of the World card, right? So he has made a full cycle. He has made a full journey's cycle, right? It's time for a refresh, starting over, new beginnings that we talked about yesterday, new beginnings, okay? But this is about Saturn. So being disciplined in that it's time to move forward. It's time to start new. It's time to start a new cycle. So creating something new. Creating something new. Okay, let's clarify this World card. Let's clarify the World card. It's time for somebody to, again, start over. Start over. It's time to start over. It's been a lot of deception. It's time to really start over. Create something new for yourself. A whole new life. This is, again, about shedding the past. Shedding the past. Being disciplined. It's time out to stop playing. Stop playing. Oh man, yeah. Stop playing in how you communicate. Stop playing in how you love. What have you learned? And that's what this World card is about too. Even in starting a new opportunities, what have you learned? What have you learned? So Judgment card came out upright. So what did I just say earlier? It is the chopping block. It is, this is the, I'm sorry, I got the window open. It is, this is the chopping block. It's judgment time. Judgment is about making things right. Again, things coming to light. And what do we see right here? Pluto. Pluto. So what did we just talk about, right? We got Pluto, which is in conjunct with Jupiter. So amplifying the need to change. And that's what judgment is about. It's about, no, you need to go ahead and make these changes now. You need to go ahead and make these changes now. So y'all, if y'all don't see this, we have 3 major arcanas here on the board. This major arcanas mean it is what it is. Like, this is something that's just bound to happen. So we got creating new things, using resources, new beginnings, new opportunities, time to start over, start fresh, judgment. Karma is coming for that ass. Karma is coming for that ass. Positive and negative. Positive and negative. Whoa. Yo, Mercury, Saturn, and Pluto is like, change your communication, be truthful, be disciplined in it, and transform. We got the 7 of Cups. Options. 7 of Cups options. Again, Venus, Scorpio energy. Dig deep into what you truly value. What you truly value, what truly means the most to you. Because even though you have options, it doesn't necessarily mean all those options are for you. And it's about knowing, again, Venus in retrograde right now in Gemini. Again, we got Gemini energy on the board with the Mercury. Understanding what you're communicating that you value. Are you clear in communicating what you value, what means the most to you, and what your beliefs truly are? Okay? You got to really dig deep. That's a Scorpio energy, really getting under, going for what's hidden. Did we talk about that, right? Venus sextile Chiron. Hidden problems, hidden insecurities, hidden beliefs. What do you truly value? What do you truly value? Are you going for everything? Do you realize what is and isn't for you? So again, even though you have options, are all those options for you? And things that you may already have, do you need to keep them? Or do you need to do away with them? Do you need all this shit right here? You might not. You might not. You might not need all of that. You might not need too many. You might not need all of that. You might not. So you got to be clear on what you're communicating. What are you communicating? Are you communicating that you enjoy drama? Are you communicating, hold on, car's flying all over the way. Are you communicating that you enjoy drama? Are you communicating that you enjoy the conflict? You enjoy the deceits because maybe you're not speaking up? Are you communicating that that's what you value? Because if you're not being a voice for that and communicating that, then you're directly communicating with God that that is what you value. Okay. Then we have the Nine of Cups come out. Nine of Cups, Jupiter energy, Piscean energy. Oh my gosh, all this is on. Didn't we just talk about this? We just talked about this. So you got Pluto and Jupiter, which are both conjunct right now in Capricorn, about getting to work, about what you value, and expanding your transformation. Expanding your transformation, because when you do that, spiritually, you can have it all. Okay, this is about gluttony as well, so you got to be mindful of that and make sure again that having it all, you're not deceiving yourself in what you truly need. Okay, so we have everything on the board that's going on right now astrologically. I mean, my gosh. So you got to heal and let go of the past so that you can get to what is going to really truly bring you joy. And that's where that Saturn energy comes in, is that have you learned the lessons of the past to really appreciate? Have you learned the lessons of the past to appreciate? Have you really dug deep to really understand what is and isn't for you? Or are you deceiving others and deceiving yourself? So what have you learned? What have you learned? Because Pluto, transformation, karma is coming for that ass. So what have you learned? If you haven't caught those lessons, you better catch them now. You better catch them now. You better catch them now. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to pull from Live Vampires. I don't want to go too far over, but you better catch some lessons now. Yeah, I feel this is for so many, but definitely someone is not being clear. Someone specific is not being clear in how they're communicating to others, or how someone is maybe communicating to them. So that's why discretion came out earlier. So you might want to use your discretion. Use your discretion in how you are communicating and in how others are communicating with you on whether they're really telling you the truth. Okay? And learn those lessons. Even in conflict, there are lessons that need to be learned. Manad, I'm guessing. Yeah, Manad. 19, breaking down to a 10. Manifestation, right? Manad. And it says madness, ecstatic, ritual, energy, release. Energy, release. So again, letting go. How many times we gotta say it? That's what they said. How many times we gotta tell them? Let it go. Let it go. And so it says, it is safe for you to give way to feelings of intense bliss and happiness, even excitement. Feeling deeply and allowing yourself to be swept up in the rapture is a beautiful thing for you to experience at this time. It is safe to let this happen under the current circumstances. Wow. So again, Nine of Cups. That's the blessing in it. That's the blessing in the madness. That's the blessing in the energy release, in the ecstatic ritual, and letting go. The transformation is the ritual. Where we at? The judgment. This judgment, this karmic cycle, this karmic wash. Okay? That's the blessing. That's the blessing that needs to happen, where you can expand spiritually. It's time for you to expand spiritually. Letting go of the past and knowing that it is your time. Your time has arrived. Okay? But you got to be truthful. And you got to go through this conflict to let yourself know that, hey, I can create a new world for myself. It's time to start over. It is time to start over. All right, that's all I got for you. I will see you tomorrow for the message of the day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also, press the bell button for notifications so that I can let you know when I post a new video. All right, tune in. Till next time, be kind to yourself and others, but don't take no shit. Peace and blessings.